Now, this next entrepreneur is bringing fun and excitement and gaming to the blockchain. It gives me great pleasure to invite to the stage Richard, the CEO of Ninja Punk Girls.
Thanks very much, Alex. Thank you, Alex. Let's have a look, see if this works. Right, okay, hello everyone, my name's Richard Bowes. Thanks for coming along tonight. And I'd like to introduce Ninja Punk Girls versus the evil Aerobots. Now, let me first start by saying I'm actually a kind of accidental co-founder of the Block Dojo itself. And one of the reasons that I really wanted to start a company on blockchain was I wanted to do this. This is my passion project. I was living in Tokyo about 10, 12 years ago. I came up with the Aerobots. I was living in the Toy District in Harajuku. And it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I wanted to do it on blockchain back in 2012, and I was stopped from doing it because of the way they changed the code in BTC. So I'm very pleased to be able to start doing these kinds of things on the chain. Right, so let's have a look. During the program, I released 650 of these NFT cards. We sold about 550 of them for £2 each. Of course, microtransactions allow us to sell many, many tokens at scale for tiny, tiny transaction fees. We take 7% on every subsequent trade as well of any of the NFTs we sell. There were 13 unique characters. Some of them were modeled on my friends, one of whom is here tonight. Hello, Marina. Series 2 is we've released today, and it's thank you very much, on relayx.com. It's 3,333 unique characters, and we're selling them for £8.88 or roughly $9.99 starting today. That's right. And you can see we've got various features in here. So these are a bit of an upgrade to the normal NFTs. What we've done is we've put a battle system on there so that you can play against each other, because what we want to pioneer is the idea of penny battling. Now, Craig usually does a very good introduction speech for me, and he explains the whole thing. Essentially, this is top trumps, right? In top trumps, there was always the red Ferrari. It came out, you knew you were screwed. In this, we have potentially billions of permutations, but we've cut it down to just 3,333 for this series. And the idea is that you don't actually know the winning card, right? So you're going to choose bits and pieces to battle against each other. And ultimately, you can wager 10p, and the company would take half of the revenue of that game, and the winner would take the other. So we've got 400 individual, I explained that badly actually. Each player wagers 10p, the company takes half, the winner gets the other 10p. We've got 400 individual elements in this series. We've got this unique battle system as I described, and we've actually got something really interesting and new, which no one else seems to be doing, which is nested NFTs. NFTs inside other NFTs. Now the company controls those things, but it means if you have a winning card and you're playing against other people and you're winning cards and elements into your card, the value of your card goes up, so you can then sell it for a higher amount. Also, what we want to do is give, I keep thinking this is a microphone, but it's a clicker, is tickets into the 3D fighting game like Tekken. Tekken was one of my favorite games when I was a kid. Street Fighter 2, for any of you who remember that, you used to go and put 10p in and play against your friend. You never won 10p off your friend. That's what we'd like penny arcades to be. So if you can imagine this is now possible with digital cash, imagine the size of the potential market. So in this game, players battle for prizes as well, elements, as I said, player cards, and potentially Ninja Punk bucks as well. DeFi is very big, and we are looking very seriously at that possibility. Fortune Business Insights pegged the gaming industry at $200 billion last year, with about $4.8 billion in revenue. So you can see it's growing and growing, and actually, out of all of these three parts of the blockchain industry, in NFTs, DeFi, and gaming, gaming is the one that's gaining speed. It's the one that's getting bigger and bigger. So the main takeaway from this is, here are the main game studios in blockchain these days. There's lots of them, there's lots of competition, but they're all building on these blockchains that don't scale. None of these blockchains have scaling mechanisms. As they get bigger and bigger, they get more and more expensive and more congested, right? What's the answer? Actually, the answer is Bitcoin SV, but let's take a little side bit here. For Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity are building on the Ronin sidechain to Ethereum. Why? Because Ethereum doesn't scale. They have a market cap of about $2.8 billion. Last year, they made $600 in revenue. And last week, they were hacked. The Ronin sidechain was hacked for $650 million, right? The whole revenue from last year. Why? Because they're building on insecure technology. They're jumping from chain to chain. Multi-chain worlds don't work. They're a bad idea. So of the roughly 10,000 public blockchains that are out there at the moment, none of them scale, none of them have scaling mechanisms, except for Bitcoin SV, right? Bitcoin SV scales to support digital cash for 8 billion people. Wow. So what does that mean? It means what we want to do, no, I'm going to actually go back a little bit. What we want to do is build tools, build exchanges, so that when those gaming companies come over from the blockchains that don't scale and they come onto the one that does, we'll be waiting for them with our battle system we want to license, with exchange technology. So what we're looking for is £250,000. £70,000 of that is to build out this multi-protocol NFT exchange that will capture a significant portion of those game studios that are coming over to the public blockchain, SV. We want 12,000 for the next 3 series of cards. We're asking 68,000 for blitz scaling, marketing budget, get the word out there and really push the product, and 100,000 for game development. We're looking at multiple revenue streams. We want to do a new limited series every 3 months, lots of merchandise, toys, clothes, posters, comics, cartoons, and also this penny arcade revenue that I mentioned. In addition to that, we'd like to license the battle system to larger players like Nintendo or Konami. As I said, we take 7% exchange fees on all the traded cards. We think the cost per acquisition of each player is about £5, and we aim to accumulate 1,000 players month on month. The goal is to be the next Pokemon and to sell 100 million cards for £1 each. So why me? As I said, I am co-founder of the Block Dojo. I go back in Bitcoin a very long time. I used to write for CoinDesk. My deep past is a graphic designer, video, motion graphics artist, and producer for Playboy TV. We have obviously strong connections with Robin at VionX, Bitcoin Association, nChain and CoinGeek. And I'm supported by a very strong team. Alex, my CTO, who's here sitting at the back, has been in Bitcoin for 9 years. He's a senior software engineer and Golang cloud architect. He's very, very knowledgeable and skillful. He's built Bitcoin exchanges and things like that before. And Javier Rodriguez is our developer, who's actually Alex's technical partner as well. So we're supported by Ava Pascoe at the retail practice, Malavika Solanki, who's a Techstars mentor, Mel Tsipratzis from Bitstamp, who's very positive about our project, and of course David Guppy, who's the ex-CEO of the Beano now, DC Thompson, and he's very positive about this too. So, we have Twitter, we've got 3,000 followers. We've got a Discord, obviously, every good NFT project needs a Discord, and we've got a nice website, plus we have some lovely brand ambassadors and influencers. As I mentioned, some of them are here tonight. I have done lots of social media in the last year, particularly promoting the Block Dojo. Block Dojo is a company that I love. I'm really excited about it. However, I'm now switching over to Ninja Punk Girls to make that my full-time occupation. So, if you want to get in contact with me, you can reach me at richard@ninjapunkgirls.com. Thank you.